Alright, so in today's video, what we're going to be doing is putting a Starlight headliner, like Rolls-Royce Starlight headliner, in my Denali. As you can tell, it's starting to sag. So we got to get this out. When I bought it, it was kind of already like this, peeling and all kinds of crazy stuff. So it's just got worse over the year. I'm going to get this headliner out and get it wrapped like in a suede, like a black suede. And I'm also going to get the sun visors redone, because eventually I want to redo the whole interior of this thing. It's kind of dirty because it's been my work vehicle for school and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, when I go to put the Starlight in, I'm thinking about running it from this middle pillar right here down, or probably this middle pillar down into that outlet down here. Definitely glad to be able to start on this, but like I said, I've never done it before. Definitely going to do time lapses. Got to get the sun visors out. I'm going to kind of work from the back to the front. We have like the coat hangers, the vents, this light, the TV, and eventually I want to get a bigger TV put in here. That's if I do decide to keep working on this thing. I've been just worried about school. Like I said, I need to get rear AC controls down. I need to get the sun visors down. I need to get all these side panels off of the front and the backs, and figure out how to get that light down and these vents. So it's gonna be a good process to learn, just because this is something I've been wanting to do for a while now.
Ayo, Parrish, this shit high, boy.
Alright, so in these back pillars, you have these little speakers. So when you go to pull these off, make sure you be careful for these. I'm gonna just unhook the clips from them, so I can just take the whole pillar out instead of worrying about trying to take the whole speaker out. Alright, so like I said, doing a Starlight kit. This is a 900 piece kit, so there's two different cables. They both have 450 cables a piece. I got both of them for like 120 bucks on Amazon. This is the little device that activates it. I can control it on my phone or by the remote that it came with. I think I'm gonna do it mostly by my phone. Like I said, there's a little outlet right here that this thing plugs into the cigarette lighter. I want to run it from, nobody uses this, so I'm gonna run it from here, probably under the carpet, and then probably into here. If not, run it up through the side. I'm not sure. The reason why I got a 900 piece kit though is because this headliner is really big, and I'm gonna have to run it, split it from the middle, and go both ways. So right now I just want to plug this in and see if that has enough voltage to actually turn this thing on. I'm not sure if it does or not. If not, I'll test the one in the back, but I don't think the one in the back is going to be able to be used, just because I've never used it. I don't even know if it works. Alright, so I'm not going to hook the cables up yet, because this is what you would hook the cables up to normally to plug it in to here, and then you have these little set screws that hold this actual piece into here. Not going to do any of that yet. I'm just going to plug this in and then see. So if I need to though, the outlet, well, the power supply that came with it for when you plug into a wall like a house or something, looks like the same cable for the cigarette lighter. So if I have to, I'm just going to cut some of this off and solder it to this and make this longer, and then hopefully that will work. I'm not sure, but that's about the only option we have now. So I'm going to get this put together and see if it works. So first order is to, I'm not gonna, oh, oh dang, that thing's bright. So let me pull out this remote. Okay, so it does have enough voltage to turn it on, as you can tell. And you can tell that it's like kind of rotating like a Starlight, so that's great. So we know this has enough power. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this up for now, because we know that both outlets have enough power to actually power them. So give me 1 second. Alright, so I'm gonna set this in here. Okay, so I got these undone. I'm not gonna take them out just because you have to take the seatbelt off and all this other stuff. So I'm not gonna worry about this. Worry about that for right now. I'm just gonna leave them down. But these clips were hard. Anybody that's ever took stuff off from like interior or whatever know that when you pull on it and it makes that loud pop, you think you broke it and you get terrified. Same one with that side. I'm just gonna leave it hanging. You just pull them out again, and then there's like on both sides right here, there's a little set screw that I ended up getting out. So I'm gonna start working on getting these out. So what you do is you take a little screwdriver right here in the middle of it, and you kind of turn it, and this will pop out, and then the whole thing will just pull out. I'm gonna do it on both sides, and then I have these little push-in clips that I gotta get out, and then I gotta figure out how to get this out. Alright, so this is what I was talking about with these coat hangers, how this kind of just like, this backside pops up, and then it sits in the headliner, and then you can pull down on this and it'll pull out from the actual body of the cab. And then you have to squeeze these clips right here, which I didn't have anything big enough to go across both of them, right here anyways. So I just used an ice scraper and a crowbar, or a pry bar, to get to both sides. I tried using screwdrivers, I couldn't. I got both sides out. I got this side, but I'm pretty sure I broke this side. But if I did, it doesn't matter. I don't even use these things anyways. I'm probably gonna paint them the same color as the headliner, but they just pop out, and you can see the headliner starting to come down. I still gotta get this out, and then I still gotta get the light out. So these are the two things that I'm gonna be working on: is this push clip and this light. So I got this light removed. It's pretty simple. All you gotta do is, I took a little 90-degree pick, and there'll be like a little square slot right here. You just stick your pick in there and kind of twist up, and then it'll pop this out. And when it does, you're gonna want to slide this out, and once you slide that out, that kind of helps it, and you just slide it to your right, and it'll drop down, and you undo the little connection thing with the pick, and then that's how this light comes out. Pretty simple, honestly. I might change these to have LEDs, I'm not sure, but now I just gotta get the other push clips out. These push clips, these three, and then gotta figure out about these vents, and then this, and the TV. I gotta take that light out too. I'm gonna go ahead and take that one out too, and then after I get all these clips, I'm gonna figure out what to do about that TV, because I'm not sure about that TV at all, on how to take that out. So yeah, let's get right back into it. We'll go back into the time lapse. I just realized that I had manual focus on the whole time on this camera. I'm still learning it, so if it's blurry, I'm very sorry. But I got these 3 clips out up here, and the light. Like I said, the light's pretty simple. These clips, I swore I had trim tools, but this crowbar is the only thing I could find that would fit around those clips evenly without breaking them. So I could just pull them straight down. So what I did was kind of just lift up one side with a screwdriver and stick this into there and then pull down, and then it worked. All right, so after forever wrestling with this thing, I figured out how to get this out. So obviously there's some TVs, flip this around, that have the CD player and the TV all in a straight line. So if you have the model that I did, what you do is you'll have this little flat plastic piece right here. You pop it up, and then you have these two 10 millimeters right here, and then you open the TV, and then these 10 millimeters down in here. But the thing about it is when I undid them, it didn't want to come out because there's this little clip or push clip or whatever that goes right here. So you got to pull down and be kind of aggressive with it to get this out. I was nervous I was going to break it, but once this popped out, all this does is it slides up in through here. You just pull it out and slide it down, and then you unhook your middle one. You don't have to undo all of these other ones because it's just this one that runs all the power to it. So yeah, this is what I've been struggling on. The way I figured out is I looked through here, and on my phone I took a picture. Can't really see it that well, but that's how I noticed that there was this clip right here. So that, if you're ever wondering how to take this style of TV down and replace it, this is how you do it. And all you'll have to do is just pop this back in. Pop this back in once you put it all back together, and then that's how you get your TV out in this type of TV style. I'm still not sure if you have to take this out. I don't think so though, because if you pull on it, it's still kind of in there tight. So now what I'm going to do is look up the vents and see if you have to take the vents out. And if not, then I'm going to pull these 8 pillars out and then work on getting all this stuff done. So yeah, let's continue on that.
But shawty said she want a hot bite. I eat it once and I'm gone in the jiffy, cause her ugly friend wanna clot. No, I can't fuck with that thought, nah. JB pop out with that glide. They see me in, I want never losing, but I was just prepping myself for the win. She brought a friend, beat up the pussy, then I go and cop and then hop in the band. She love my music, but say it's confusing, I ran it up from the start to the end. But you just a fan, why I'ma tell you the ins and outs, how I ran it on bands. I need that bag today, so I ain't got time to be tripping or writing no love song, yeah. Writing no love song, we all experience love loss, yeah. Niggas be hating, so they got me cruising around with a stick. Cool as a bitch, you know I ain't never gonna lose again. I'm running this shit. She got some baggage she carrying. Only keep for a week, I ain't marrying. If you shoot it at me, then I'm parrying. Hey, yo, nigga, you wicked, Jerry. Sipping on you for some weeks, tryna marry. How the pussy ain't where you Aquarius. I be gone for a week, I get back, we can leave. Say it likely to blow, it's precarious. AP, bust, drip, water when I step at the house. Big ballin', put a dick in the mouth. TTG, my niggas hand shit out. She ain't my little secret. In the pussy, I'ma stretch a bitch out. Yeah, my phone probably stressing her out. My baby niggas know we bout. She want the money, the power, the glory. She think I'm in love, but I'm fucking a friend. Don't have no friends, but I got some brothers that I know is rocking with me to the end. All of my partners in tune with each other, and none of them stressing about many bands. She got a man, but shawty a freaking and shit, so I don't give a fuck about a man. They see me in, I won't ever lose him, but I was just prepping myself for the win. She brought a friend.
Alright, so I got the sun visors down and the rear AC control down. So the thing that was tricky about the AC controls is it's just one long screw at the front that holds it in. So you'll just take this screw out. It was, for me, it was a Phillips, and then it was just 2 clips you pull down, and then you had 3 connectors. This one, and then this one, and then the rear AC controls come down. And then for the sun visors, all it was these 3 torque screws right here that actually hold the actual visor, and then that comes down from the roof. And then since mine had the mirror with the lights, mine had a little clip that I had to undo, and then the one that holds the other side of it, it's just one screw, one torque screw, and then that comes undone. But up here, I almost have it. It's starting to sag now. I'm still trying to figure out what else I have left to actually get out. I know I still have to get I still have to get this handle out, and then these pillars on the driver's side, I'm just plopping them down for now. And then other than that, we'll kind of just see what else we have left to do on the headliner, because it's starting to come out now slowly. I think there's a wiring harness glued to it on this side that I saw right here, I believe, that I'm gonna have to undo. I think it runs all the way up to the front. I'm not sure or 100% on that, but other than that, it's starting to come down. Pretty excited. I'm just working on getting this handle out. What you would do, take a screwdriver and these pop out on both sides, and then you just pull it down, and then that should pull it out. So we'll get back to the time lapse on that, and then figure out what else, because I think it's this wiring harness that is keeping it from coming down. So let's get working on that. Oh snap, I got it. I got the headliner. So the thing is this glue or whatever, this is where that wiring harness went. So I just took like my heat gun, slowly heated it up, pulled it up just a little where it stretched the glue, and I could cut the glue. Some of the tape came off, so I'm gonna go back and tape it, and then I'm gonna tape the actual wiring harness. I'm gonna go and take the wiring harness to the actual roof so I know which way it actually went down there. And so here's the headliner. This black part is the part of the AC. I need to flip it over and take the vents out, and then take the air thingy-mabobbers out, or whatever, however you say it. But yeah, the hardest part of this whole thing was the TV, and then just doing this wiring harness thing. But okay, so I gotta take these vents out, and I gotta take those out, and I might paint the vents black, just because if I'm going with a black, headliner, might as well paint those black. If not, I'll probably leave them, depending on how they look. And I gotta take this handle out. Like I said earlier, these just pop up, and then you just pull it down, and it releases that. So I'm gonna start working on getting these out. After I get the vents out, and then after I get these out, the next scene should be when it's done and it's got rewrapped, and same thing with the visors, and then I'll start doing the lights. But like I said, these wires and stuff, some of the parts that got undone or whatever, I'm gonna retape them and then tape it to the ceiling. And then I'm also gonna lay out where and which way I want to go with the light thing, because I might run it down one of these pillars. I might run it down that one actually, and then run it under the carpet into that outlet. So yeah, see you guys when the headliner is done. So as you can see, we finally have the headliner done. I just cut out the little holes to put the vents back in. I don't have this officially in yet. I need to put the handle in. But like I said, I'm doing a suede black. I'm not gonna paint the vents because I really like the two-tone. And for the part that holds the end of the visor, I don't know if I want to paint this either, because I did get the visor done too, and there I really like how they turned out. I just need to, I'll clean everything like I said when I get it into the truck. But shout out to Edwards Upholstery Shop here in Amarillo. If you guys need anything done, make sure you hit them up. I'll leave their information down in the description. Don't know if I'm gonna paint the plastics on the lights, the TV, or the controls, because I really, like I said, I really like the two-tone. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure out and see where I can run the cables to before I actually start drilling into the headliner, because I might be able to get away and put it back here, or maybe over there where I can run it into that outlet instead of this middle one like I was saying before. I don't know yet. They are a little over 9 feet. I'll go ahead, flip this over, and see where I'm gonna mark out, and then probably go into a time-lapse. I don't know, I might update y'all. So let's get right into this. I'm so excited to see how this turns out. Man, this is gonna change how everything looks. I gotta get the seats and everything else done.
Took two to the brain. She said, don't wanna be with you, let's say my name. I just give another excuse, yeah, she don't wanna say. I just said the four little words on so she play my game. And she said that she love me, but she wants someone new. Want 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 someone new. Yeah, I told her I just need some time. She told me she's just trying to be right. Told her you do not care about mine. Thinking that we gon' be end of time. I told her I just believe the lies. Maybe it's cliche, but I'm fine. Maybe you should check on me tonight. 'Cause I took two to the brain. She said don't wanna be with you, let's say my name. I just give another excuse, yeah, she don't wanna say. I just said the four little words on so she play my game. And she said that she love me, but she wants someone new. Want 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 someone new. Yeah, she thinking that it's over now, but I can't think of anyone but you. But you. I thought that we're getting closer. Guess it was wrong. I don't know what to do. She's saying, although mama wish I could just say rewind, that I would be one goodbye. 'Cause I can't take it, no lie. Wishing that I wasn't around to run away. If it was me, you'd probably stay away. Yeah, she probably thinking
All right, so like 10 hours later, pretty much. This is like 500 or so, probably a little more, just because I could have got away with the 450 with just one of them, because this whole front part and then the light here is all one part. As you can see, I had to go around the TV, so it really limited me up front. Like right here, I didn't get any, and then like up right here, I didn't get any. What I did do with the other strand is the other ones that I'm not using, I just cut off right here. I taped it, zip tied, zip tied, and then taped it all the way down. So it's gonna meet where this one is. Like I said, I'm gonna put it back here. It's a mess because I kind of have everything scattered out from doing this. But I decided to put a little Playboy symbol. I don't know why, it just came up to mind. But from here, like right here, here's a line you can see. That way is gonna be like how the rest of the roof is, like the starlights, and then this is just gonna be what's showing. So took me 10 hours. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot longer than what I thought it would have been, and it's harder. On this side, you'll see I kind of like grouped them together real tight right here, but when I'll show you the finished products, you'll see that they're all kind of spaced out everywhere else except for here, and then probably like around this back area, just because right here I was getting tired and bored. I wanted to get it done, and then here when I first started, I was just like, maybe I should put them all tight, and then I realized that I didn't have to do that. So yeah. And so the next clip, I'm not going to show you guys me putting it all together because you guys saw me taking it all apart. So I'm probably not going to finish this tonight. I'll probably finish it tomorrow morning and then show you tomorrow night on what it looks like. I don't know yet, but I'll probably just throw this in here for now. So I'm glad I've been able to do this and I've got this far. I've been wanting to do this ever since I bought it, and it's fun, but it's really hard and time consuming, and I'm sunburnt because I've been out in the sun all day. I probably should have did it in the garage, but it is what it is. So let's jump into the next clip of when it's finished. All right, so here's the final product. I couldn't be more proud, even though it took 2 days. It took a whole day just doing the stars, and then it took me a few hours just putting everything back together. Like I said, you already see me take it apart, so I'm not going to video that part. It looks great for me not thinking I was putting them in good spots or whatever, but you can see like on the side and then in the middle right there, it's because of that AC unit. I did not want to drill through it and have it cause any more problems down the road, so I just left it alone, and it kind of adds a better effect in it, like there's a gap in space or whatever. But if we come over here to the back, here's that Playboy bunny that I showed earlier in the video. It turned out great, I'm not gonna lie. But again, make sure you hit up Edwards. I'll leave all their stuff down in the description below. They've been here forever. And if you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you would want to see more of this content or more car and truck content, because my red truck that's in the back, I'm gonna be doing a lot of videos on it here pretty soon, because it's time for me to actually start working on it and quit BSing around. So like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.